Hello, hello, and welcome back in for some more Crimson Diamond. Yeah, I hope that you're doing well and everything's going okay. Um, yeah, so we're continuing on with our October stuff. Kind of got to remember where I was with this. I'm recording this one a little bit ahead of schedule. So, it's actually been a couple days because I've recorded some other stuff and I got to remember what I was doing. So, yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, stop using WASD. OD. Look. This is a small bedroom humbly furnished. Albert insisted on getting a room to himself despite its size. The furniture in this room is of simpler make and consists of a wardrobe, desk, and nightstand. There is a pitcher and a drinking glass on the nightstand. A door in the west wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Albert is here. Talk to Albert. Hello, Mr. Respa. How are you settling in? Please, miss, I am busy at the moment and can't chat. Rude. Talk to him again. Talk to Albert. He's unpacking his things and doesn't want to chat right now. Fine. Stop using WSD. OD. Look. This is a pretty large bedroom. There's a love seat and an armchair arranged around a low table. There is a wardrobe, dresser, and a painted cupboard. A door in the east wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Open cabinet. Okay. You open the painted cupboard. Look in wow. Cupboard. The painted cupboard is currently empty. You wonder if Nessa's been too preoccupied to unpack. All right. What about the drawers? Open drawers. I'm just going to go through all your stuff. Look in drawers. The painted drawers are empty. Open wardrobe. You open it. Look in wardrobe. The wardrobe is empty. You suppose Nessa hasn't had a chance to unpack. Yes, we already said that. Open. Wait a second. Open drawer. It's going to be empty. Look in drawer. Drawer is empty. Maybe Nessa prefers to live out of her suitcase. Open drawer. Look. The dresser drawers are empty. Open cupboard. Oh, well, helps if I cannot type today. The leftmost cupboard is empty. You suppose Nessa may prefer to live out of her suitcase. Yes, we said that. Open. The right-hand cupboard is empty. I'm staying for too long. Open. Are there drawers here? Okay. No, apparently there's not. Can I open her suitcase? Oh, it's locked. Well, that's because Nessa's not fine. She's going to come back in here and be like, who the hell just went through all my stuff? Use the / key or type pause or P to pause the game. The game also pauses when the parser, inventory, or menu windows are open. Ugh. Cool. The upstairs closet where Jack stores the bedding, the towels, and cleaning implements. Some spare furniture is stored here too. You see a huge wardrobe, a green trunk, and a blue trunk. A door in the east wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Open. Look in wardrobe. The wardrobe is full of dusty, cobwebby old junk. There's a cane, a blanket, an old lamp, and some books. Take cane. You decide to leave the cane for someone who would need it. Take books. Bored already? All right. No, don't go down there. I was trying to go to the thing. Look at shelf. The little bookshelf is full of not very interesting books. Other handy keyboard shortcuts are Control A for ask about, Control T for talk to, Control L for look at, and Control E for examine. WWE will walk you to the east exit if it exists. If there's an open door, you will walk through it. Right? WW South. OD. Ooh. Look. The balcony provides a spectacular view of the grounds below. You can move further along the balcony to the west and east. I don't want to right now. Let's see. Look. The spare room is brightly decorated and inviting. There's a love seat, a fancy lamp, and some decorative plates. A door in the west wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Look at shelf. The bookshelf contains a set of classic literature as well as a number of storybooks. There is also a framed photograph. Look at photograph. The photograph appears to be of Evan and Ness's parents, posed in front of the newly built lodge. Open door. Save. Bathroom. Look. The upstairs bathroom is decorated in shades of pink, green, and purple. It's a little garish. There's a medicine cabinet mounted above the sink. There's a door in the east wall that leads back to the upstairs hallway. Open medicine cabinet. Look at medicine cabinet. The medicine cabinet is brightly polished brass with a mirrored front. Take shower. You aren't about to get in the shower with your clothes on. Undress. I think some privacy would be nice. Game has auto-saved. Take a shower. It's difficult to take a shower when there's no water coming out of the shower head. Turn on faucet. You turn on the water. Take shower. It's difficult to take, but there's no water coming from. Open shower valve. There we go. Take shower. Oh no. Oh no. Blech. I think I just had a Bates experience. Are you psycho? You should be more careful. Thanks for playing. Yeah. Okay. Let's load. How about if we lock a door? You lock the bathroom door. Oh no, sorry. Turn on faucet. Turn on shower valve. Cool. Take shower. Now maybe I won't die. Did you hear someone trying to open the bathroom door? Probably just the sound of the plumbing. No, I don't think so. Ah, that was refreshing. Game has autosave. Fresh and clean. Well done. Achievement. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that, turn off, shower? Turn off faucet? Exit shower? Get dressed. There we go. That's better. Open door. Oh, unlock door. Thought that was kind of a given. Open door. Cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave now. Let's save after that. Didn't get stabbed. There. Okay. Yeah, stop using WSD. OD. Where am I? The mudroom has a tiled floor, making it easier to clean. There is a low basin for washing off boots. There is a wooden storage area with lockers, drawers, baskets, and cubbies for boots. A door to the west leads to the main floor hallway, and a door to the east leads outside. Open cabinet. That course of action. Open cupboard? There we go. You open the lock. Oh, it's a locker. Look in locker. There's an old red shirt hanging on the hook in the left locker. Take shirt. The red shirt is way too big to fit you, which is probably good. I don't want to be a red shirt. Open drawer. I won't be returning. Look in drawer. The left drawer is empty. Open locker. Look in locker. The right locker contains more old clothes. Open drawer. Look in drawer. The right drawer contains some dried mud and part of a broken shoelace. I don't think I want that. Hi. I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. Listen? We've only just arrived, but I can't wait to leave. I've always hated this place. We'll get this whole affair straightened out and be gone in no time. Of course, locating the will would expedite our departure. I told you, I don't even know if there is a will here. That does complicate things, yes. Well, you do your job and I'll do mine. A note has been added to your notebook. Hello. The parlor is fussily decorated with elaborate wallpaper and a cushy carpet. A cut crystal bowl of Jordan almonds sits on a low table. There is a fancy pair of armchairs and a camelback sofa. A small bronze sculpture stands on an ornate cupboard. A door in the west wall leads outside the lodge, and a door in the east connects to the main floor hallway. You see a stern older woman with gray streaking her brown hair. You see a tall, natty man with brown hair and a striped vest. Okay. You guys mind if I open this? Open cupboard. Look in cupboard. I guess they don't care. The inside of the cupboard contains stacks of lodge brochures. Take brochure. You already have a lodge brochure. You don't need more than one. Says who? Talk to man. Hello, how do you do? My name's Nancy Maple. Hello, Miss Maple. My name is Corvus Shaw. I'm Mrs. Nessa Lawyer. She is Evan's older sister. He gestures to the woman seated on the sofa. I'm here to advise her on the legal implications of the situation. Talk to Nessa. Good evening. My name's Nancy Maple. It's nice to meet you. Sniff. I'm Nessa Crab, Evan's older sister. What on earth are you doing here? Are you another one of Evan's gold-digging girlfriends? Wow, you're friendly. Not at all, but I am a diamond-digging mineralogist. At least I hope to be. The government has sent a professional to handle that. Stay out of his way. Wow, you're a little rude. I'm leaving before one of you comes and stabs me. I'm in the bathroom again. Open cupboard. Is there toilet paper in there? Look in cabinet. That achieves little effect. Look in cupboard. Sorry, I keep wanting to call it cabinet. The cupboard contains extra rolls of bathroom tissue. It is. Yay. Bye. Wait, did I look in here? This is a well-appointed powder room. There is a small storage cupboard, and a green bar of soap sits on the pedestal sink. An oval mirror in a fancy brass frame hangs on the wall. A door in the east wall leads back into the main floor hallway. Whoa. I'm stuck. There we go. Open door. Ew. This is a rather large closet. You see some tools, a basket full of old, rolled-up rugs, a gigantic wardrobe, a worn cupboard. A sledge, shovel, and a mop lean against the wall. A door in the east wall leads back to the main floor hallway. Open cupboard. Open the cupboard. Look in cupboard. There's nothing in the cupboard. Why do you just have an empty... open wardrobe, I think. You open it. Look in wardrobe. The wardrobe contains a stack of old cracked flower pots, a broom, and an empty keg. So far, I have not been able to get much out of these cupboards and drawers and stuff. I'm here. Oh. This is a cozy bar decorated in warm hues of crimson and coral. A trio of stools are stationed in front of an elaborately curved bar. There is an oversized armchair and a striped love seat. A door in the west wall leads to the main floor hallway, and you can see the dining room through the doorway in the north wall. Cool. Open door. Ooh, it's a billiard room. Look. A billiard table dominates the center of the room. There is a cue stand against one wall and a card table nestled in a corner. A door in the western wall leads outside, and a door to the east on the east wall leads to the main floor hallway. Yay. Can I play? I want to play. We had a pool table when I was a kid, and I loved playing that. I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. So what are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about it? We aren't going to do anything. I'm going to stay out of everyone's way and wait for all this to blow over. But what if they find... Shh. Listen, if you want to talk, we'll do it privately later. Meet me in the study after dinner. It's like he knows I'm here. Game has autosave. I don't know if I'm going to die now. Hello. Don't mind me. You open it. Look in drawer. I'm just going through all of your stuff. Look. The conservatory is a stunning showpiece of a room. Surely the expense and trouble to bring this many panes of glass this far north must have been enormous. There's a doorway in the south wall that leads back to the main floor hallway. You see a husky older man wearing beaten up denim overalls. You see a tall, broad man with long dark hair and a fringed jacket. Talk to man. Hello, my name's Nancy Maple. I'm a mineralogist on an assignment from the Royal Canadian Museum. I'm Evan Richards. Look, you and your friend can stay the night, but tomorrow morning Jack will put you on a train back to the city. But my boss sent me up here on behalf of the Royal Canadian Museum. I'm a mineral. I've got too much on my plate as it is. What with my sister and that lawyer of hers, and one mineralogist is already one too many. Hello, my name is Nancy Maple. How do you do? Hello, Miss Maple. I'm well, thank you. My name is Nathan Cardinal, a family friend of Evan's. How do you know him? Oh, I don't actually know Mr. Richards at all. It's like he didn't hear that conversation between us at all. The Royal Canadian Museum sent me here on assignment. I'm to survey the land and find out if there are diamonds here. A discovery like that would surely make a splash when the museum opens to the public. You're wasting your time, I'm sorry to say. My family has lived in this area for many, many years and have never found diamonds here. Small red garnets are still plentiful, but of little value. Hmm. Ah. Open door. Look. This is Evan Richards' well-appointed study. Next to the ornately carved fireplace, there is a fine tapestry depicting a forest scene. There is a display cabinet beside the fireplace. A fancy desk with brass fittings sits on the plush carpet. You surmise this room was once used by Evan's father, as it doesn't seem to be his taste. A door to the west leads outside, and a door to the east leads to the main floor hallway. Open drawer. You open the left drawer. You open the right drawer. Look in drawer. There are some woolen blankets in these drawers. It must get chilly in here despite the fireplace. Open cabinet. Aha! Look in cabinet. The glass pane cabinet is full of curios and memorabilia, old tarnished trophies, and an assortment of glass and ceramic vases. Open cabinet. This cupboard appears to be decorative and doesn't open. Fine. Open a drawer. Yeah, I was like, this should be locked. What's through here? Oh, the dining room. The dining room is an impressive sight. A massive Persian rug covers the floor, on top of which stands an elegant dining table and matching chairs. There's a buffet and a display cabinet set against the north wall, and a pair of elaborate oriental jardinières are in opposing corners. A door to the west leads to the main floor hallway. You can see the kitchen through a doorway in the north wall, and the bar through the doorway in the south wall. Ooh. Open cabinet. You open the glass paned cabinet. Open cupboard. It's already open. Open drawer. Is this open? Open right. I don't know. Door. My goodness, it's dark as anything out there. I have no need to go out. Okay. I don't want you to go outside. Sorry. Open cabinet. Open left cupboard. Ah. Open right cupboard. There we go. Save. Dining room. Drink whiskey. You detect aniseed, then subtle spice and honey flavors. The warm taste lingers on your palate. But you are certainly no experts. Delicious. Hmm. Whoa there, I'm busy cooking up dinner. Get out from under my feet. I'm sorry. Talk. Talk to man. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? Do you need a hand? Nah, I've got everything under control here. You go on, talk with the other folks. Game has autosaved. I'm about done cooking up dinner. Why don't you head to the dining room and have a seat? Ooh, we did a thing. Save game. I'm not in the dining room anymore. I'm going to save again. And with that, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with some more Crimson Diamond. As always, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like and subscribe, it always makes my day and it really helps out the channel a lot. So I really do appreciate it. I'm enjoying this one so far. I used to play a lot of these old style games like this when they were actually new. But yeah, I will catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye.